I'll be playing the new minigame, A Tale Through the Looking Glass. A novelist from a distant land brings a wonderful new narrative. You're the author, the reader, and the first to explore the story. I'm so sleepy right now. 5 and 15, and combat is 15. Suspicious man. 这书。Ah, it's one of these. I like these, except for the combat part, but whatever. How long does this last? Oh, this is short. I thought they were expanding that one in the HIA. A Tale Through the Looking Glass. Storytelling is a journey between reality and imagination, ever-changing with each telling. From scattered pages to boundless thought, forging a deep connection between writer and reader. You step into the story and the world shifts between reality and illusion, like a mirage upon water. Even as a mere listener, it stirs something deep within you. So why not go even further? How about entering the uncharted waters of fiction, stir up a tide, shape its course, and let the core story grow and become part of you. Or perhaps you become part of it. Traveling alone is convenient, yet loneliness is inevitable. However, you are fortunate as along your journey you meet a kindred spirit. Sharing the same goal and similar aspirations, you ultimately decide to walk this path together. And this companion is a girl with fox ears. Who would that be? The second one is Lighter, and the rat theory is Jane. I will... Fox ears. Who is the girl with fox... Oh, Miyabi. Duh. A girl with fox ears is good in every way except for her tendency to drift off into daydreams. She is highly skilled in combat yet often remains in a state of emptiness that she calls training. What exactly is training? According to her, it's both a resistance to life and an acceptance of it. Through this profound practice, she tirelessly hones her skill. Moonlit Waters 1. With a companion by your side, the once lonely journey starts to take a new meaning, as if a voice is whispering in your ear, more than the treasure at the end, the journey itself is becoming what truly matters. Combat Assistance. Assign a book spirit to combat assistance. You have some book spirit companions who do not belong to this realm. Drifting between the texts of stories, they aid you in overcoming the perils of your journey. Possessing attributes that counter enemies in battle, they can compel defeated foes to surrender even greater treasures, willingly of course. In this battle, using electric book spirits will grant you additional rewards. Fire, Stun. Okay, I'll just do the first on each list because I think at this point I do have enough characters. And Stun. Thus, you and your companions press forward, supporting each other as you draw ever closer to the mysterious treasure trove. One day, your companion points toward the billowing sea of clouds in the distance and shares a theory. Perhaps that is the legendary place spoken of in myths. The guess is not without merit. Investigating seems the logical course of action. However, no matter how hard you push forward, the sea of clouds remains just out of reach. The thick mist gradually engulfs you, and when you finally regain your senses, you find yourself standing at a three-pronged crossroads. You choose to... First, second, third. We'll go in the middle. The road stretches ahead, but it isn't long before you encounter an obstacle. With crimson eyes and fluffy fur, you've come across a somewhat dangerous-looking wolf Theron. Just as your companion steps in front, trying to protect you, he takes the initiative to show goodwill, easing your suspicions. As you sip the tea he prepared, you can't help but marvel at how luxurious the life of a wealthy household must be. Yes, Lycon! Happy to have him on my journey. Ice. Does she count? And Ether. And Anomaly Specialty. How much do I need to unlock? Okay, I like this. I don't even see anywhere where I'd have to fight, so that's perfect. Okay, he had the green exclamation mark in front of his head, so that was kind of confusing. But I think that is actually all you can do as of right now. Okay, really quickly, I wasn't going to do this because I'm like in the process of doing the HSR main quest, which I'm not even a third done with, by the way, and I feel like I've been playing it forever. But I am going out of town this weekend, and this is like a timed event, and I kind of just want to make sure I get it all. Relatable. Okay, I do love this, except for when I have to do the combat. Apparently there's a portion of that. Oh, it's right now. I'm not wearing headphones. You have some book spirit companions who do not belong to this realm, drifting between the texts of stories. They aid you in overcoming the perils of your journey, possessing attributes electric and electric. Oh wait, yeah, I don't have to actually do that. Ice. And attack. Hi Ellen. You're useful, finally. After a night of deep slumber. Oh. Huh. That's weird. How long does this take? 4 hours? After a night of deep slumber, you are abruptly awakened at dawn. Urgently, your companion urges you to gather your belongings and leave at once. This place is riddled with eerie anomalies, making it unwise to linger. Rest has sharpened your weary mind, and as wakefulness fully takes hold, you begin to notice the unsettling details that escaped you the night before. The strangest thing of all is... And I guess I'll have to come back anyways, even though I freaking got out of bed to do this, oh my god. It's been so long, but I think this should finally be updated. I've taken a super long break over the weekend, and yesterday I was too tired to do anything, and it was also the holidays. So, wherever we are, I might have already read this part. Wait a second. I might have already read this. You realize you've picked up expired emergency rations, probably. I'm a snacker. Calling it an expired emergency ration is a stretch. It's just a massive bone of unknown age. Judging by its stripped clean state, its previous owner may not have been human. You picture how they must have cherished it, placing it under their paws, licking and gnawing at it every day. No, this isn't the time for such thoughts. Moonlit Waters 5. The item you managed to grab turns out to be worthless. Still, driven by sheer determination, you swim your way out of the inn. Before you can even make sense of what's outside, before you can check if your companion is safe and sound, a powerful wave crashes over you and wakes you up. You sit up and look out through the half-open window, and the outside world comes into focus. The innkeeper is cleaning, pouring out a bucket of water over the overgrown weeds in the courtyard. The murky water floods a small clump of earth nearby. An anthill. Could it be, for some unexplainable reason, your soul momentarily wandered into that anthill? This thought momentarily calms your restless heart. You shake it off and call for your companion. Time to keep moving and press forward toward the mines. And then, a damp sensation spreads beneath your feet. Your heart skips a beat, looking down. A thin trickle of water is forming next to your feet. I bet that's like foreshadowing something. Ice. Fire. Anomaly. I actually have a lot of Anomaly 5 stars. Wait a second. She's not Anomaly. Right? Yeah. And I think that should be everything. But why is there more? Probably like probably I have to do the combat stages more times. So I'll be back tomorrow and finish it. Yesterday I realized that I literally had the dialogues unlocked. I just missed the fact that I had to actually click it. Can you believe that? I don't even know if I read it before. Okay, so I think I can probably not finish everything today, but at least finish the dialogues finally. So you get these green check marks after you finish the dialogues, and I literally didn't. So I'm gonna read, and if I already read this, whatever. And it's out of order, obviously, because I already finished the finale part. Not that I really understood the story. You push forward through the dense fog, struggling against its grasp until at last a flickering light emerges in the distance. It turns out to be a modest inn, its exterior worn and tattered, yet standing as the only refuge in this desolate land. Stepping inside the fragile-looking structure, you and your companion find yourselves face to face with the innkeeper, a woman floating in the air. She seems to be cooking a bizarre dish and enthusiastically invites you and your companion to try it. You take one look at the writhing, bubbling contents of the pot and politely decline. However, she regretfully informs you that if you don't want to eat her cooking, there's no other food available. Wait, is she the cook here? Looks like your stomach is in for some trouble. I don't know why I read it like that. After a night of deep slumber, you are abruptly awakened at dawn. Urgently, your companion urges you to gather your belongings and leave at once. This place is riddled with eerie anomalies, making it unwise to linger. Rest has sharpened your weary mind, and as wakefulness fully takes hold, you begin to notice the unsettling details that escaped you the night before. The strangest thing of all is there are no other guests in the inn. The innkeeper is constantly eating. The floor is spotless. There are no other guests in the inn. That's right, there's no one else. The inn remains unsettlingly silent, with only the sounds of you and your companion breaking the hollow silence. Even in such a remote wilderness, it shouldn't be completely devoid of life, should it? And I think that is it. That is all for Blooming Reflections Moonlit Waters, and I freaking love this type of events. It kind of reminds me of Choose Your Own Adventure, even though the destination's all the same. Let's see what else he has. We'll meet again. A breeze dragged the paper from Zishu's hand and it drifts onto the ground. You bend down to grab it, but when you look up, the guy is gone. Like he was never there. The novelist who calls himself Zishu is nowhere to be found. Was that all just a dream I had at the Ballet Twins? Well, the place is known for being haunted in urban legends. But the paper in your hand is definitely real. A paper! You've had a dream, or perhaps you've been inside the dream from the beginning. Stories once moved you, frightened you, made you shed tears, and in doing so, they became part of your life and reality. Where then does the line between fiction and reality? I don't know, I did read it, but I forgot what it said. I wonder if it shows up in here, and like, if I can actually freaking read it. Oh, that's my birthday gift. I literally never go in here. Perfect. This is the story. Even though I did it out of order. Anyways, I actually like these. I'm sure a lot of people hate this event. Or maybe they love it, like the Leave-In event, because it's so low effort. But I love it. I say bring it on. So yesterday, after I had already rendered my video, I saw this freaking cat. Not that one. This cat. And I was like, what? Is this for the event? I'm gonna talk to it. I feel I've seen this cat before, and the man who called himself Zishu was wearing clothes of the same color. What are you doing here? Seeing this cat stirs a corner deep in my memories, as if I'm back in the story I created with Zishu. I knew it was for the event. Oh, I see. So it's for people who maybe didn't finish? Okay, that is all it is. I'm gonna add it to my video. I'm gonna re-render it. Because I can.